Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we will learn about the functions in Angular. We will see how we can declare and call the functions, how we can pass the parameter to the function, and we will see also few click event like button click event, and then we'll see how we can call a particular function in Angular or based on the button click. Then we will pass the property in the function parameter. Let's start. So in the main component I will declare here few properties. Let's first name. I will hardcode the first name to Sukhraj, then last name, let's see age is okay, fine. We will take only two property, first name, last name. Now we will declare the function. To declare a function in the Angular, just give function names. Let's say get full name. So that's all in Angular to declare a function. And this is the naming convention which is usually used in Angular front-end framework. Always first letter of the function or variable name should be small. So this function is returning the full name. This dot first name. To concat we can use plus, then again plus, then this dot last name. Okay, now this particular function will return full name after combining the first and last name. Let's call this particular method inside. Let's take one more div here. To call the function in HTML file, we can use the curly braces or interpolation. Now let's see what we did. We defined two properties, first name, last name. One more thing, no need to get confused here. We can say it's a string type, or we can use directly, no issue. So after defining the two properties, we assigned both the properties with name. Then in the get full name, combine both the properties and return the value as it. So here now we are returning the full name. Let's see in the browser, it's returning Sukhraj then Muhammad. So it means this function is working. Now let's make small changes. Now if I want to call before the small changes, I would like to tell one more thing. If I want to restrict one particular return type of the method, then we can define here like this, string. Now this method always return the string. If I will say number, it will return only number. Now it's saying error here, type string is not assignable to type number, because the return type must be number. Here I am returning the string. So if I will not define any return type, in that case automatically it will understand, okay, this type of particular I need to return, right? Let's say string, so that we can memorize or we can understand the return type as well. Now I will create one more method, because we have already seen how I can call this particular method from the HTML file. If I want to call particular method, or method means function, if I want to call particular function inside the same component, let's say here get first name, and it's returning only first name. Then how I can call this particular function in another function? Just here say this dot get first name. Let's see the impact on output. Output is same. So in this way we can declare the function in Angular, and in this way we can call, means this dot function name, in this way we can call the function in the same component. And to call the function at the HTML file, we can use the interpolation. Now let's say I have a button and it has a click event. to define or attach a click event with the button syntax is write the click inside the banana brackets, then equal to, here we can say let's just get full name, right, and then we can say here click me to get okay, let's say click me, right. Now when I will click this particular, I think okay, let's see first. When I'm clicking it, nothing is happening, right, but actually it's calling the function, but at the browser I am unable to see the changes. So let's create another function, say it get changes, okay, and define the same function here. Okay, I'm defining on the top. Here we can use the console.log button is clicked. Now we can see the changes in the console. Let's now click here. See, whenever I am clicking here, its count is increasing, right? It means button is clicked. So we have seen how we can declare the function, and let's see now how we can pass the parameter to a function. Okay, suppose here in the first name I don't want from here, but I want to pass from outside. Here let's say f name, first name, whatever we will get, and we will return it, right. So now okay, 1 minute. What I will do, I will use here this dot first name equal to this, and let's say it's here first name. So now we are not defining the first name here, we are just declaring the first name variable, but we will get the it from the browser. Let's say function name is set first name. Suppose on the button click I want to set the first name, and let's first name is here Sukhraj, and after setting the first name we will declare it here. What's the issue? Okay, okay, what is wrong here? Just 1 minute. Okay, got it. When we are using the double quote outside, we can use the inside we can use the single quote. So now let's try it here. So far I am getting the first name is undefined. Why? Because I just declare the first name, but no value is assigned to first name. Let's click on the click me. Now it assigned the value Sukhraj, which we passed here. Let's say instead of Sukhraj we can say here, let's say Steve. When I will click here, it will say Steve Mohammed. So in that case, in this way we can pass the parameter to one particular method and or function, and we can access that value at the component level. Now we will see how we can pass a property. Let's say full name. Full name is property, which is this dot first name this dot last name. Right, let me remove this one as well as this one for the more clear understanding. To resolve the error, let's remove this one as well. Is saying in the component still there is one error. Okay, now it's working. Okay, now I have changed here that get full name. I define the property first name, last name, and whatever I will pass here, let's say here value is name, right? What I want to, so whatever name I will pass here, it will return. Let's say it's let's change some variable name. Let's say it's str for more understanding, right? Otherwise it will confuse. Now whatever parameter in the str or value I will pass, it will return as it get full name. Now in the on the button click, what I'm doing, I'm just passing the full name. See, first let's see the output when I'm clicking here. Okay, let me use here full name. Okay, just one. To get the output, we can do it in another way. Before returning, we can say console dot log str, right? So when I clicked on it, Sukhraj Muhammad is printed here. We did the same thing, but this time instead of passing the hardcode value here, we pass the full name. So when we are passing the hardcode value, at that time we were using single quote like this. Now if I will use like this, at that time, at this time it will print the full name here. Now let me click here, so it's printing the full name. Why? Because now I am passing string value. To pass the property, remove these single quote and it will consider it as a property. Now it's looking for full name particular property in the component, and property exists there. Suppose no such property exists here. Let's say it's a full name, that I put L here in the end. Okay, let me remove E. So now this property exists with different name. When I'm passing here with this particular name, it's looking for this property on this component, but it does not exist. That's why it's giving me error here. Now it will work because now with the same name it's existing here. So in this way we can pass the property to a method from the HTML file. In the Angular, mostly we are dealing with the component and component TypeScript file, which is component.ts file, and the component.html file. So let's see what is next. So now we see how we can declare the function in Angular, how we can call the function from HTML and within the component, then we pass the parameter, then we call the function on button click. Also we check the click event. So this is the click event, right? When we are clicking, so it means it is a click event because we have bind the click event here. So that's all in functions, and in the upcoming video we will discuss about the if else condition and for loop operators. That's all in this video. Thank you everyone.